Hello, I did not see you come in. My name is Dr. Jurgen Notoliver, and this is my lab. In this lab, I have done many tantalizing experiments involving freezing human brains. Nein, I will not actually freeze the brains. That will be my colleague Emmeline.
Brains?
Anyway, in this video, I will take you through the daily routine and basics of cryobiology. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Cryobiology can be very helpful to the human society because, let's say for example, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down because of splitting pain coming from his appendicitis and broke his neck, and then the ambulance was too late, but thankfully Jack was a member of a cryopreservation clinic, and now he is in indefinite stasis until humanity has figured out a way to unthaw and save him. Currently in biology, some researchers about a week ago published an article about freezing bug guts to see what would happen, or in more scientific terms, stabilization of insect cell membranes in soluble enzymes by accumulated cryoprotectants during freezing stress. They state, here we suggest that soluble enzymes are not primary targets of insect freezing injury. We demonstrate that various enzymes are not inactivated in freeze-sensitive insects exposed to lethal freezing stress, as they are sufficiently protected from loss of activity by the complex composition of native biological solutions. Next, we confirm that cell membranes are likely targets of freezing injury. We show that cell membranes lose integrity in freeze-sensitive insects exposed to freezing stress, while their integrity is maintained by accumulated small cryoprotective molecules and also by proteins in freeze-tolerant insects. This essentially splits insects into two different groups, freeze-sensitive and freeze-tolerant. The freeze-sensitive insects' cells degrade if exposed to low temperatures, where the freeze-tolerant insects have special tiny molecules that are resistant from cryo-freezing and will help keep the bug alive. I personally find the cryobiology field very fascinating, as scientists, like myself and Emmeline here, are working on coming up with many potential ways to unfreeze and save the life of many of our victim patients, and eventually make a foolproof way of making people essentially immortal, if they purchase a membership at our clinic, of course, and to allow human individuals to time jump when they want and for however long they want. I do not know what those people with bugs are doing, but they probably don't know that bugs don't usually have any Deutschmarks, so their bug clinic will go bankrupt within a matter of months. To get to an astute position like myself, you need to get at least a master's degree, but of course, the longer you go to university, the more options there will be for you. These options may include private companies, non-profit organizations, and government agencies. Those who wish to be employed as a cryosurgeon, however, should most likely be focusing on getting a PhD. Universities to choose from, of course, should have a strong science and specifically biology program, preferably with many or several major cryobiologists themselves working in staff. To get this kind of job, like I said, would be at least a master's degree, so high school dropouts are out of luck. Yes, that means you. If you are devoted to the STEM field and get into biology, then this might be the job for you. According to the who? According to the WHO, only 10% of organ donations required were met, and while part of the reason for this was insufficient donors, quite a big deal of what was needed was unsuitable for transplant because of poor and inefficient preservation. The study of cell preservation can and does save lives, as they can save patients in need of transplant. Well, for this section, it is quite obvious. I did pursue this after all. I think cryobiology is a necessary field of study to be explored, and that the further we get, the closer we will get to longer lifespans. Now, I know that some of you will say, well, I don't really want to live longer. I think that the life that God gave me is perfectly long enough without any cryopreservation. And while it is fine to have an opinion like this, think about the people in the 19th and early 20th century. Before antibiotics, I am sure that many people would have the same opinion as you about antibiotics. A typical day at this job really depends on what field you are in. You could be a cryosurgeon who uses very cold materials to kill off cancer cells and abnormal tissue. Or you could be a researcher who freezes bugs, or a brain freezer like Emmeline. It is up to you which one you choose. Anyway, go away now. I have things to study. Emmeline! Oh, hello. I did not see you come in. My name is Jurgen Notoliver, and Oh, darn, I already messed it up. Oh, hello. I did not see you come in. My name is Dr. Jurgen Notoliver, and this is my lab. In this very lab, I have done many tantalizing experiments involving freezing human brains.
Brains!
Wrong timing, what? Ah, hello. I did not see you come in. My name is Dr. Jurgen Notoliver, and this is my lab. In this very lab, I have done many tantalizing experiments involving freezing human brains. Ach, nein. That was actually my colleague Emmeline who freezes the brains. That's your... Oh, hello. Oh, hello. I did not see you come in. My name is Jurgen Notoliver, and